continuing further with the significance of turgor pressure, as told to you that the delicate cells of the root hair are able to push through the hard ground, at times even crack the walls. So, who gives the strength to such delicate root hairs? It's the turgor pressure. It can be seen in mushrooms also, in case of a seed, any seedling also, whose root hairs are seen to show immense turgidity or turgor pressure. This again is another significance of turgor pressure. Turgor pressure even develops in the root cells. Let's see how. In this diagram, we can see that water from the soil is entering into the root hair. As it moves from the outer layer of the epidermis, this layer can be labeled as the epidermis. It's labeled here. This is the root epidermis. This diagram often comes in the exam. From which a unicellular root hair is coming out, water is entering by osmosis. As water enters, here lot of turgor pressure develops. As compared to the adjoining cell, here more turgor pressure is there. The turgid contents of this cell press closely into the next less turgid cell, and so osmosis occurs from a more turgid cell to the next less turgid cell. Now this cell would become more turgid as compared to the next one, and osmosis occurs from this cell to this cell. All these cells together are known as the cortical cells, and the region is called cortex. And this osmosis which occurs from one cell to the other is called cell to cell osmosis. Due to cell to cell osmosis, a continuous pressure builds up, and this passes through the next layer called the endodermis. This was epidermis, this is endodermis. It passes through the endodermis and reaches the xylem tissue. This is a vascular bundle shown here. In the vascular bundle, you have these thick walled, double walled xylem cells, and these other cells are of phloem. They are shown in a shaded manner because they store food, and thick walled are xylem vessels. So this diagram comes for labeling. You need to label the root hair, the epidermis, the cortex, the endodermis, xylem and phloem. And you are asked, what do the arrows indicate? So arrows are indicating direction of movement of water. Remember, arrows always indicate some direction of movement of water. Which process is shown here? Cell to cell osmosis. And due to this cell to cell osmosis, which pressure develops? Turgor pressure. Due to this. But overall, which pressure develops? Root pressure. So if you are asked, what process is it? It is cell to cell osmosis. It is a significance of turgor pressure. But overall, the pressure which develops in the cortical cells of the root due to cell osmosis is called root pressure. And this is the final pressure generated here, with which water is entering into the xylem, and from here it moves upward into the plant. We know that plants show ascent of sap, that is upward movement of water and minerals against gravity. So there are various forces pushing and pulling which cause this ascent of sap. So one such pushing force is root pressure, which has developed due to cell osmosis, which occurred due to changes in turgor pressure. So all the terms are linked here. So coming back to this, turgor in the root cells builds up root pressure. So if a well-watered potted plant like balsam is cut some distance above here, above the stem, above the potted area, it is cut here, and this area is connected to a rubber tubing of a manometer. This manometer is used to measure pressure. It is filled with mercury here, and it is used to measure pressure. We will find that when this cut stem is attached, we'll see a change in the mercury level. Mercury would rise here, it would fall here. This would rise up here. This is showing which pressure? Root pressure, which has developed due to cell osmosis in the cortical cells of the root. So this diagram comes in the exam. You are asked to label it. So you label this as manometer. You are asked to write its importance. It is used to measure pressure of any kind. And here this experiment is demonstrating which pressure? Root pressure. Where has it developed? in the cortex of the root. And how has it developed? By cell to cell osmosis.